The secret to who will become the next president of the United States lies in this remote area of Wisconsin, Door County, also known as the Cape Cod of the Midwest. In 2016, it was when Wisconsin was called for Trump that he officially had enough electoral votes to become the president. 8 years later, many people are asking if that same situation could repeat itself. Polling currently shows a neck-and-neck race, with the Real Clear Politics average giving Trump a 0.1% lead in Wisconsin. So will it happen again? The place that holds the answer is here, Door County. Door County is the ultimate swing county, one of the only counties in America that has voted for the president in the last 6 elections. It went for Bush twice, Obama twice, Trump once, and then Biden. So how's it looking this year? We went to find out.
As a lesser of two evils option, I think she's the obvious pick, and I think she's got a lot.
And I'm not sure everybody's picked their way yet.
Yeah.
It's still a coin flip.
Door County, like the rest of Wisconsin, is divided between red rural areas and blue urban areas, if you can call them urban. Door County's population is just 30,000, and Sturgeon Bay, its largest city, has just 9,646 people. Yet even in sparsely populated Door County, which is 92% white, Trump signs dominate the countryside while Harris signs have sprung up in the towns. At the center of Sturgeon Bay, there are a lot of pride flags.
But just so you see here, you got Iwo Jima, model train track,
Trump, over here.
pride flag, over here, pride flag. Over there.
But in other neighborhoods, houses literally went back and forth with Trump and Harris signs. It was once a heavily red area of mostly farmers and manufacturing workers. It became a popular tourism destination, though, known as the Cape Cod of the Midwest. Over time, that drew thousands of urban transplants from cities like Milwaukee and Chicago and helped the service industry grow. As that happened and the urban-rural divide grew, Door County went from red to purple. In 2016, Trump won Door County by 558 votes, and Wisconsin by 1%, or 27,000 votes. 4 years later, Biden won Door County by just 262 votes, the narrowest margin of any Wisconsin county. Biden ended up winning Wisconsin by just 0.7%, 21,000 votes. To see how the county would vote this year, and therefore how America would vote, we spoke to a dozen people. This video features interviews with 3 people we thought represented 3 different groups: a bartender, a businessman, and a transplant from Milwaukee.
This is what it's just all. So all eyes on the country are on Door County. You picked the last 6 races. What's the vibe here? Tense? Is it? Do people talk about it?
No, it's the same. People don't talk about politics. Just like I'm pretty sure everywhere else, it's only online. But for me, I think we have to get back to talking more about the politics, or at the bar. Everybody talking about it, because then they actually learn how to listen and go back and forth instead of just talking about stuff online. So I'm left-leaning, right? And I talk to somebody that's I know they're very hardcore right. I can be like, hey, I bet you we can agree on one thing. And they say, what? I'm like, I bet you we can agree on term limits for everybody. Sure enough. Then they open up and like, yeah, we agree on a lot more than what we disagree on.
Right now, what are the biggest issues you think in Door County? One thing you mentioned was housing prices.
Housing prices, like we were talking about during COVID, a lot of short-term rentals came up. So that basically priced out, people that are trying to come up here that work in the service industry, trying to get a starter house. I think even 5 years ago, right before COVID, you could get a nice house for $150. Now, starting house, I think is around $310.
What's your sense right now within the county? Do you think it's leaning one way or another for 2024?
I don't know, but I think the wave of Kamala Harris right now is pretty tough to beat. Yeah. So I would say Door County is probably going to lean towards Kamala right now.
And Tim Walz from the state next door, some people think they picked him because he might help with Michigan and Wisconsin. Do you think he makes a big difference?
I would say yes, because he is from here, and he looks like everybody's favorite uncle. That's what I call him. Like all the memes that are coming out, like, oh, he's the guy that mows your lawn for free.
Yeah.
And he looks like everybody's uncle that comes to the barbecue every summer. He's a pretty safe bet, I think, for Midwest life. He's military vet. He was an assistant coach for a football team. That's like progression for every good Midwestern guy's dream is to do that. So yeah.
And the hunting hat, he's got even a DUI. That's your uncle might do that.
That's true. And I think having him be a hunter, I think, kind of goes to that too, where, oh, every Democrat wants, to take your guns. No, they don't. It's, sensible gun control.
I think it's kind of like the Civil War again. Republicans all want, like the South, they want a Second Amendment, they want their guns and everything. Democrats are more open, they just want everyone to be happy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just, it feels like it's a Civil War coming.
Yeah.
Civil War 2.
She just gave us her beer for free because she had to change the keg. Oh, that is Wisconsin nice.
What's your name, by the way?
Wayne Miller.
Wayne Miller. I'm Max. Great to meet you.
to meet you.
You look like you're the mayor here.
See, I've slept here for 10 years. So I have a clue, at least what I'm supposed to do.
That's good.
What do you do?
I'm retired.
Retired.
There you go. That's the best profession, they say.
That's how you get here early on Fridays.
Yeah.
Or Tuesdays.
For a lot of people who see this, our audience, or they're in New York City, a lot of them.
Yep.
What is the character of someone from Wisconsin broadly, and from this area, Sturgeon Bay, Door County? How would you describe the kind of people that live around here?
I'll tear that all the way back to when I was working in agriculture through now. There's a good chance the handshake is worth more than the contract yet.
Huh.
The honesty or the is wonderful. The genuineness, that's the part that is very interesting. People up here will talk about a lot of things, but I went fishing. It's not, I own this, I do that.
Yeah.
Unless you ask, you're not going to get that most of the time.
Yeah. So people are more modest.
More laid back. It's
More
maybe
laid
a
back,
tape.
yeah.
Yep. They're not out. They're not here to impress the world. They're here to just have a good, enjoy their life.
Door County has predicted the last 6 presidential elections.
All right.
Who do you think's gonna win based on the vibe here?
I don't know. I'd be guessing big time because it's been very volatile the last 60 days with all the changes, and I'm not sure everybody's picked their way yet.
Yeah. So we're still to be decided.
It's still a coin flip.
Yeah.
Here we've got a pride flag, and in the house right before there was a Trump sign. So you can just see here, literally house by house, it is split. We got Biden, Harris. Literally across the street on the left side there was a Trump one as well. I get the sense they might be doing this back and forth because you see them in pairs often. Like if one neighbor puts up a Trump sign, then you got to put up a Biden sign.
And knowing the Midwest, it's probably the most passive-aggressive relationship. Like, I bet they've never acknowledged it. It is peak Midwest.
So we have a reader named Jesse who reached out to us on Instagram when we said we're going to Wisconsin. He lives way out here, and he said, I'm down a creepy road in the countryside.
We heard creepy road, and we were like, hell yeah, let's go.
How does it feel as the 2 founders of Roca to reach people that are on the end of a dirt road in the peninsula of northern Wisconsin?
Thank you for putting that into context. That is
feel something or
Frost.
It makes you feel great.
How you doing, man? Max as well. Great to meet you.
2 Maxes?
Yeah, we got 2 Maxes. Look at this. What's this dog's name?
This is Smokey.
Smokey.
Yeah, he's a sheepdog.
wow, he's a big boy.
Oh, that fur feels amazing.
So nice.
So, what's this area like? How'd you describe Door County?
Kind of in the Facebook boom of 15 to 20 years ago. There's a lot of old heads and not so many new people. Like, I moved here maybe 3 years ago, and I really haven't met anyone like me who's like young and wanted to come here.
Why'd you move here?
I am 29 now. When I was 19, I took a gig, a dishwasher up in Fish Creek, which is further up the peninsula. And I traveled around a lot, and I never found another place like Door County.
What do you like most about it?
The nature is why I'm here.
Yeah.
Door County, one of the reasons we came here was A, because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
We wanted to go to northern Wisconsin. It's near Green Bay. But B, it's predicted the last 6 elections. Like, how political do you think Door County is?
I think Door County is extremely political, more towards the right, I'd say.
Interesting.
There's definitely a lot of blue interest here.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I think that a lot of the liberal demographic here tends to want to throw their money at problems.
Interesting.
And that's about as far as it goes.
Interesting.
Is kind of the
like
vibe
for
I get here.
social causes or for...
Yeah, for social causes, even for like basic necessities. Like, I don't have internet here.
Are you serious?
What?
Yeah, and I think on the ballot 2 years ago, we were trying to make that happen.
What?
And it's just
How is that possible?
just because I'm on like the wrong side of the highway. So I pay like $150 and I run everything off of a hotspot. A lot of people get Starlink.
No
Wow.
way.
That
I think in this upcoming election, you think it'll go Trump or Door County specifically?
Door County specifically, honestly, I think they're going to go Trump.
Yeah.
I don't think that a lot of people here are ready to vote a woman into power, frankly,
You think?
especially a black woman.
Yeah.
And I think that sucks.
Yeah.
I do like Harris. I don't, as a lesser of two evils option, I think she's the obvious pick, and I think she's got a lot more and better going for her than the other side.
So would you acknowledge, even though you have some political gripes with this community, that Wisconsin, they tend to be a little more civil with politics? Do you agree with that or no?
Absolutely. I think the good old Midwest kindness definitely shines through
Yeah.
there. And though oftentimes it feels like there are a lot of very extreme political views, I don't ever see them broadcast in a harmful way.
Interesting.
Usually it's a sign and two people talking.
That's
about it.
That's so distinct.
Yeah.
Before we end this video, we need to look at one other piece of election history: polling. In 2016, the RCP average had Trump trailing by 6.5 points heading into Election Day. He won by 1%. In 2020, the RCP average had Biden leading by 6.7 points. He won by 0.7. Right now, the RCP average has Trump leading by 0.1%. If the past two elections were any indication, that means it will be a Trump landslide, and perhaps for the first time in 12 years, Door County won't even matter. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. We've got more fascinating election deep dives coming out almost every day before the election.